Hello again everyone, Genghis here of course, and today I've got a Pershing battle for you, which I had not long ago. My Pershing has a pretty much shit crew. I don't have 6th sense, I don't have like basically, I'm like 90% first skill, something like that, as I kinda grinded it fast and started at tier 6. It is fully elite however, and at the beginning I really didn't like this tank. I just felt like the turret is, the armor isn't bad, but it's actually not as good as I thought it was. The turret armor, the whole armor is crap, and the gun is okay. But by now I really found to really like this tank, just because the gun depression is so awesome. You have that epic 268 APCR whenever you need it, and the fire control is pretty good. Like aim time and accuracy on the move is okay. And yeah, just the gun depression with a decent turret armor really makes it great for just ridgeline working in a different way. At the beginning I was trying to play it like a mobile T32 and that just doesn't work. You can't go somewhere and be held down and then just rape everything. You really have to play over relocation and whatever. And just popping up, popping back down basically on ridgelines. Anyway, here we are in Sand River Assault. Not the first time you've seen this map probably. Now as I said, I don't have 6th sense, so I think I was spotted by the Centurion there. I was spotted by the Löwe and that's why the Centurion shot me, more like. But yeah. Now, you probably already saw the replay, or possibly. Normally on Assault, if I'm in a fast medium, I like rushing here, like the KV-13 did. But the Pershing is just too slow for that. And what I recommend you do if you're on a slowish medium, or you've got a bad spawn, or you just for some reason don't feel like going there, and you are in a mobile tank destroyer, or a heavy tank, which is not top tier, or which is not, that heavy, like, let's say T-57 heavy, or French heavy, or, I don't know, like, for example, Conqueror, the British Tier 9, heavies which have great gun and nice HP, but, well, they're not really that heavy either that they can just push anywhere. Is to go for this mid-ridge here, this general area, basically from here to there, and just try and do damage during what I would call, like, the development phase of the game. Basically what I mean is, try and get in free damage, don't take any in return, or at least as little as you can, obviously. And conserve your HP and find out where the enemy is, find out where your team is pushing, and try and find a point where you can break through later on, when you have still full HP, and your gun is just able to quickly decimate enemies, which are a bit less, well, full HP, basically. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. I got a nice shot or two into the Tiger. 2 shots into Centurion, a shot on the Löwe at the beginning. Just trying to get some free damage in everywhere. We're, however, kind of losing. We lost 2 tanks already. And a decent amount of HP. RT in this game, well, we do have one M40. The Hummel is kind of a bad player. Let's be honest. He's just shit. And it's probably not going to make a big difference, considering he's just in a tier 6 RT in a tier 8 game. So it could be pretty hard to break through. Now what do I notice? That Löwe up there is nearly dead, so that is potentially a weak point. Also, the enemy team has nearly no, or has no TDs, actually. Now that is really important because on Sand River, assault, defense, whatever, TDs located anywhere from there, or up here, or in this area, have incredible lines of fire and can really shoot a lot of different positions. So noting they don't have any TDs, and I'm just trying to find out now. They don't have TDs, but do they have anyone else sniping possibly? And I don't mean sniping from that ridgeline like that IS-3 who just hammered my back for a 390 Alpha. But just other tanks basically sniping in the back. As I see that over here, well, we do have a T-29, you should be able to hold it, with that KV-4. These guys should be able to survive well. The enemy's not going to push right now, the Löwe is nearly dead, and these guys are down there. But there's no damage for me to do. That Löwe is basically hold down if he even pops out and stuff. So I'm just going to go back here. I saw 110 in the open earlier. Now I want to try and get in some more damage. Our heavies here have advanced, so they're putting some pressure up. However, they're not at all going to win this on their own. So yeah, see his back prints, and you can just see how good his gun impression is. Sadly, the IS-3 gets destroyed really rapidly there. leaving only a T150, which is a tier 6 heavy on that flank. And we're now down 3 tanks, although we have catched up on the HP part. Another good thing is that we might actually be able to break through here. Wait, sorry, there. With a KV4 pushing, but that is far from given, and the Löwe is still hold down and sniping. And let's be like, if you ask me, there's kind of 2 OP positions for the defending team. For tanks with great turret armor. They don't even have to have gun depression. One is over here, where that Tiger 2 from the enemy team is right now. And the other one is that corner where the Löwe is. It's really, really hard to break without RT, and even with RT, they're not RT safe positions, but they're not easy to hit either. And yeah, it's really, really hard to kill those guys if they don't do any big mistakes. But anyway, the Löwe is still one shot, so that means that if I'm able to get up to him, I can kill him. So I'm going to try and just get out of T29, because, this flank we're not going to push through here. The Tiger 2 is in the back, so I can't really go around over here, because then those guys and Tiger 2 can shoot me, as well as the Black Prince. I can't push over the other flank where the IS-3 was, because, again, the Tiger 2 can shoot me from one side, the IS-3 and Centurion on the enemy team can shoot me from the other side. Also, we've only got 4 minutes left, and yeah, if you do this kind of, what I was talking about, going in the mid-ridge, sniping, trying to get some free damage in, like free in the sense of without taking a lot of damage in return, at latest at the 4-minute mark, which is actually pretty early, because, games are only 10 minutes, and there's 30 seconds or 1 minute at the beginning to just get into the position. Latest at the 4-minute mark, you really have to get going, because otherwise, you're not going to be able to clean up in time. So I'm able to take out the Löwe rapidly there, just going over the ridgeline. In case you didn't know, he went back when I was moving up, and I was staying on this side over here as much as I could, so that he wouldn't spot me as easily if he just went here. He would really have to go out, which there was no reason for him to do, which allowed me to get up close to him before he noticed it, basically. So yeah, I see an enemy homo there. RT generally is in this general area. And what the hell is that guy doing? Also, what the hell did that shot do? But yeah, 12T up there apparently. And although that might seem like that guy can actually be pretty damn dangerous for me because, well, he has got a pretty good autoloader. Hitting that shot off would have been great because, well, he would have been a one shot after that. But sadly I didn't, and I'm kind of worried about him. I saw him going, or appearing to be going over that ridgeline, and although I have hardly any time left, I really don't want him to rush me. I want to be hold down at least for one shot, which is exactly what happened there. And now I can push him. Now he's a one shot, no problem at all. I mean, I would have killed him anyway, I think. The question was, how much damage does it do to me? Because I really needed my HP to carry this game. Kind of stupid to go over ridgeline like this against RT, but I just decided I have no time left, 2 minutes until the game is over. So yeah, put one shot into him, and as you see I'm already trying to turn to the left, but oh yeah, there you go. I really have to get going. I'm kind of surprised none of the other 2 RTs were in this area. Also, we actually kind of pushed through on the other side, but the Tigers 2 here is still full life, and over here. So that is not that good news. Trying to take a shot on the move. Doesn't hit, sadly. I'm shooting APCR now, I really want to try and carry this game. And it's really not going to be easy. So yeah. I spotted the GW Panther, but in the same second our 12T dies. Our 416 also being dead. It's now me and 2 RTs against the Tiger 2 and 2 RTs. However, one of our RTs is a bad player. One of the enemy RTs is an FV304, which can be really dangerous in this kind of situation, even if he's not the best player. And that Tiger 2 is still nearly full life. And crap, that GW Panther just hit me for nearly 400, making me a 2-shot now for this Tiger 2. So he comes up, I track him and somehow also do damage to him, which is pretty great. However, he repairs. I was about to track him again, but as you noticed, I didn't do that. The reason was pretty simple. He was going to be able to shoot me anyway. When you shoot a track, it's never sure that you're going to actually do damage at this angle. And, oh, wow. Thank you, M40. I mean, that was a risky shot, but it paid off. It really did. I decided to go for the FE. Why? And I want to pause it real quick. It's me and 2 RTs against 2 RTs, so that's all good. I should be able to win this, even though, 96 HP. However, the issue is that FV is really fucking fast, like really fucking fast, right? And I've got 30 seconds left. If he just runs away, you know, I can't cap. I need 1.5 minutes for that. I have to kill those two guys in 30 seconds, or we lose. It's not a draw. It's a assault game. So yeah, I decided to focus the FV first, even if he's less dangerous. He's not going to one-shot me, and I managed to do that. I loaded HE for the GW Panther, hoping to do a high damage roll to him, which didn't really happen. Let's say it that way. However, he's not shooting me, and he should be reloaded for sure. So yeah, I didn't really figure out why that is the case. Until... I mean, look at that timer, you know? Wow. Until I checked the post-game stats, which is something we're going to do right now. So, I got an ace tanker for that game. Not too surprising, it was a nice carry. I got a Pascucci's medal for killing 3 Archies, which is always nice, because Scumbag's gonna die. I got a high caliber and a top gun for my 6 kills. What I was about to mention is that... it doesn't show here in the replays, right? Does it? No. But I did actually destroy that GW Panther's gun. So I guess he didn't have a repair kit anymore or whatever. Maybe I also got something else, I don't really know. But he must have had a damaged gun after that. And that's probably why he was, you know, first it was destroyed, he wasn't shooting, then it got repaired, but, you know, half repaired. Yellow, and was accurate as nothing, and he missed me. So maybe it actually paid off to shoot that HE shell, otherwise he would have been a 2-shot though, so go argue. Anyway, yeah, I got a pretty incredible 1,839 raw experience for that battle. I mean, let's be honest, that's pretty good. I also managed to do 5,400 damage. For a tier 8 medium, that's definitely something I'm proud of. Combined it with 7 kills, and also 2,000 spotting damage. Don't ask me where exactly, just, you know, spotting a bit everywhere, especially on the end, spotting for our RT, which was rather nice. I did shoot a decent amount of APCR in that game, especially in the end against the Tiger 2. I mean, I could have also penetrated him without, but the thing is that we were ridgeline fighting. I mean, at least I was. With APCR, I can pen his upper plate. I also have better chances where his turret is concerned, but I can pen his upper plate. While with AP, you can only pen the lower plate. And I have to expose myself so much more to shoot the lower plate, which would enable him to see the top of my hull and much more of my turret, and I wouldn't be exposed much longer. So just shooting APCR snapshots at his hull at that distance guaranteed a penetration without me exposing for long and not exposing a lot, which is why I decided to go that way. So yeah, I've ended up paying 50,000 for ammunition and you know, nearly 4 repairs of vehicle. Still managed to do a nice 16,500 credit income with premium, however. And yeah, as you see, I hardly even blocked any damage with my turret armor. But whatever, that's how it is with a Pershing. I hope you guys enjoyed this replay. It was really tense when I was playing it, and I enjoyed it for sure, this battle. As always, please leave me a like, comment, a share, and if you haven't done that yet, a follow here or on Twitch. And see you next time. Bye bye, guys.